All right, guys, here we are. Another episode of BeanTown Boxing, Banter, and Bullshit. This is AJ's third week in a row, but we can't call this AJ 3, man. We got to give Popeye's due. Ladies and gentlemen, Richie, Popeye The Sailorman Rivera. Unbelievable.
We could call this one Rivera Power.
Hey,
it's a Rivera thing.
Going through my head out there. I'm the odd man out here tonight, so all right.
Nah.
You're Rivera.
You're surrounded by love.
I am. I'm honorary Rivera tonight. I'll take it.
Word. Exactly.
So, Richie, first of all, let me give you credit. As I did Jose, I love that you have all your belts in the background right now. Phenomenal. Jose shows up. He's got the background already made. I mean, if I had these belts, they'd be right up on that wall behind me. I love it.
Word. Y'all said that something about a video, so I was like, okay, how could I just spruce the place up a bit, But since I'm an open book and me and the view, I'm in my boxers right now. I'm over here just ready to just talk some box. I'm ready to go to bed, but I was like, hold on, talk some box. Let's do it. Come on, bro. I got the belts on deck. That's just to let the people know that I go to sleep with my babies. Okay, I don't go fall without them. Hold on.
Absolutely love it, man. Absolutely love it. So, welcome to the show, AJ. Welcome again.
Thank you.
We're gonna kick this off. I know what everybody wants to know. On the 18th, December 18th, is Richie gonna be there?
We would love Richie. Richie's always welcome in the Rivera family. This is my honorary brother. Richie has a promoter though. Sometimes he has things planned for him. So ultimately it's up to the promoter. But yeah, this is Richie's second home. So I'll let Richie touch on that,
Word. Hey man, to really have the opportunity or like for my name to just be like circling around in those type of conversations of like, all right, we're going to throw a show. Who do we have like possible main event? And like my name is being tossed around, man, that's a blessing in itself, Again, if it was up to me, I'd be fighting anybody every other weekend like it was in the amateurs. Like I'd be the new Ken, man. Like anybody can get it. African, Jamaican, Puerto Rican, Mexican, all of them can get it. But unfortunately, when you turn pro, things do change and you don't get to fight as much as you could. So I guess a lot of us pros still have that wiggle in them, where you don't get it all off, But to just touch back on the question, if my promoter is open to me fighting at Rivera show, man, I'm there 100%. I love the vibe. Worcester's popping. Like he always got a huge following. Like they just cool people to talk to, just to get along with. Just like aside from the whole boxing thing, like they're just real people. Like they just it would be an honor to be on that show.
100%, I agree with that, man. That's for sure.
Appreciate it.
And we know people want to see you, man. So AJ, do your thing, man. I mean, this ain't nothing.
Listen. I mean, but like, I tell you what, it was me and my dad, and like the very first person that knew about my upcoming show was Richie. He was like, even before Wilfredo and Marrero knew, like Richie was the first one. I try to give him his heads up just so he can work whatever he has to work out with his team.
I'm trying to finagle it right now. I'm putting in my little file. I'm trying to let him know, man. I'm trying to fight, man. This is my life. I just want to fight. But
love it. Absolutely love it. So Richie, what's your record at right now? You 20-0?
20-0.
20-0. Who do you want to see next?
Yo, I wanted Badu Jack, respectfully, because he's a very he's a great guy. He's somebody I want to I feel like he's not on his way out, but almost to that point where he could like low-key pass down the torch, like, because it's not like I want to beat him, like, oh, like, I want to like embarrass you, like, no, like, I think he's a great fighter. I think he's a cool dude. I did research on like the shit he does for like the community and for like everything. He's a real stand-up guy, and I feel like I am to that guy. I feel like we should meet, But a name that has been buzzing too much in my hood is bothering me is Edgar Berlanga. He is getting a little bit too much clout in my hood. And honestly, he did all the right things. I'm not knocking him for what he did and how he got where he is, but I feel like, you know, my name it should be next. You know, I feel like he's a guy that they try to say, oh, Edgar Berlanga got exposed in his last fight. Edgar Berlanga was exposed 3 years ago. What y'all talking about? That guy can get beat with a what? Get out of here. You know?
Richie knows Berlanga from the amateur days.
I'm a monster. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Love it. Absolutely.
But all jokes aside though, I've been to the Olympic trials. I've seen him work. He do got hands. He do got heart. He be in the gym. He works hard. I'm not like knocking him his work ethic. I'm just like teasing a little bit. But I would love to fight him. But there are many other guys that I want to take out. The list goes on. But what's interesting about me is that I'm trying to tell people I will fight anybody from 168 all the way up to 201. And I proved that already. So
how much?
I'm just waiting for my next opportunity.
What did that last opponent weigh at the Palladium? He's a big dude.
I was weighing like 177 or around that weight, but
he was like in the 180s.
I'm telling you, I wasn't cutting weight. I was eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Like I was stuffing my face. Like I just train hard. I step on this. I don't like being a slave to the scale. I don't like the fact that people gotta wake up and look at the scale, eat a meal and look at the scale, before the gym, look at the scale, after the gym, look at the scale, right before bed, look at the scale. I'm not about to be a slave to the scale. I'm about to eat whatever I want, and whatever I weigh in, I'm gonna fight the guy that weighs roughly around me around that time. Hey, check this out, bro. I'm a fighter, feel me? And that's what I was doing before boxing. So if I was walking down the street and some guy came up on me like, yo, we gonna fight, what's up, what's up? I'm not gonna stop. Like, wait a minute, how much do you weigh? Like, nah, there's no weight limit in the street. Like, you gotta fight. So it's not about, oh, he's big. You just gotta know how to fight. If you know how to fight, that's about all she wrote. And I'm trying to prove that. I'm trying to tell people that if y'all didn't know about Popeye, y'all gonna learn today. Because I'll put anybody on the spot. And it's not even like one of them things like where like I'm an old school dude, bro. We don't have to have the whole show to do it. You could come to the gym and we could spar. And we could get it in. Like, yo, I'm at that point in my life where I'm willing to prove my worth at any given time. That's why I stay in shape. I stay in the gym. I stay working out. I eat right. I stay away from drugs. I stay away from alcohol. I stay away from the parties. I stay away from all the stuff I could. So when people try to act like this shit wasn't given to me, y'all lie. Damn right, I earned this. I earned it. And now I'm in a bit of a pickle in my career, and that's why I'm getting a little frustrated. And I can tell you can hear it in my voice. But I just want to show people that I'm the best. I'm the best.
Listen, dude just wants to fight. And any guy who consistently, like Popeye has won his first championship fight on my show. That was a $175. He's fought at cruiserweight on my show. He's fought at heavyweight. Like he really, when he says he doesn't care, there's no cap in his rat. He really doesn't care. He just wants to fight. And I feel him as a young fighter, when you believe in yourself so much and you know that you have what it takes to be there, it gets frustrating when you see maybe some people have, whether it's sometimes it's as simple as just having a better team. Mm-hmm. You know, the guy just has a better team. So who Edgar Berlanga is, or who, Benavidez is, but you don't know the hidden gems sometimes because, it could be for any reason. I'm not going to say marketing for him because he's charismatic. So it's not the marketing. There's something else there that's not happening that,
So that's a great point. The segue here is, tell me about where Popeye came from, the whole thing, man, because it's phenomenal. It's from the minute you walked out, man, you got it down. It's like that shit's been choreographed for years. You had it down pat, and you showed up in the ring, man. You didn't
Yo, see, I think what it is that there's a lot of people that have to like snap into the character, you know, where Popeye almost became me. There's no really snap into the character. This is just who I am. Like, This is Popeye through and through. Like, I didn't choose to be Popeye. I was chosen. Like, they knighted me. They were like, you are Popeye. Like, they just said it just like that. You know, I remember we was all just like teasing, yo, look at this dude, we look like Popeye. And I didn't bring it up in the gym, but it got to the gym. Look at this dude looking like Popeye. And then from there, I'm like, everybody's calling me Popeye. Like, you know what? Popeye, it works. I'm digging it. Come on. And it was young. It was very young when it happened. So, you know, the years gone by and just, you know, growing up in the environment that I did, it was just really fun to take this character and really run with it.
And get the anchor tats and just knock people out. And I love it, dude. I love it. 100%.
I mean, I got my olive oil right here. I ain't quite make. I like them a little thicker, so I altered her.
I get it.
But you know,
awesome, man, awesome. So your first championship was on AJ's show. Tell me about it.
My first fight, my first championship, and my latest championship.
2 out of 3.
And I was the matchmaker for another championship in Connecticut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wild.
This is deep, man.
Honestly, the first time I fought there, I think it was just a little funny because I feel like sincerely nobody truly knew me. Like, they were like, all right, Richie, Popeye, okay, it sounds cool. All right, let's see what he got, you know? Yeah. That's how I felt like it was. And then come to weigh-in, I'm cashing out on all these tickets, and they're like, okay, the boy's selling tickets. And then the next day, they call Richie Popeye to the ring, and I'm telling you, the place was vibrating. Yo, it was sick. I was like, what the hell is happening? Like, I felt like a rock star. So I went in there super pumped. I couldn't fight the way I wanted to fight because I was so excited. And yeah, when it was done, we was jumping around, and I swear something that stood out to me the most was the opponent that I fought comes up to me. He says, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I was with the fight, but when I heard your crowd, my confidence really shot down." And I was like, wow. And that was like a real little bit of valuable information. But at the same time, that is just to show you how powerful that night was, where like the crowd, and that was just on me. Imagine all the other people that invited their people. And yo, that was a great show.
Believe it or not, they say like 30 to 40% of your stamina can be taken from crowd noise. Like some people are just, they get the jitters and they get so worked up, their energy's burning because they're worked up. They're at a, you know, that's why it's so important. Like when you have just that charisma where you feed into it, like instead of it working against you, it works for you. You know, Floyd smiles when he's coming out the ring. You know, there's some people who are just, then you got people, no matter how talented they are, that when the bright lights turn on, they're just not for it. They get, it's like, oh shit, they freeze up. They see the punch, they can't dodge it. They see the opening, they can't react because they're just so in the moment, you know. And I think that happened to Canelo his first time fighting Floyd. You know, Canelo has transformed into a completely different fighter now. He's now for the crowd. He eats at it now, you know. But before being a young kid, I mean, he's like 20 years old, fighting Floyd, coming out to that magnitude of a fight, man, that kid was shell shocked and his stamina was gone by the time he got in the ring. Like, yeah.
And some people could poise themselves for maybe the first 4 rounds, but then the fear kicks in and the crowd starts yelling. Yeah, it'll get you in those later rounds.
This man, they feel that first punch coming and they're like, oh shit. I know if he misses a punch, they feel that win right past their face. They're like, yo, he's really trying to kill me. He's really trying to kill me. That's what the fear is. After that, they're like, oh, nah, I'm all set. This dude is trying to kill me.
Nah, I
I've
said
seen
that last
hey,
time.
I'll pull up a couple Popeye knockouts. This dude is really trying to kill you. Don't let the nice guy thing, like, this guy is awesome outside the ring. Inside the ring, he is trying to make your head roll across the ring. Like,
The very last punch you threw with that at the Palladium, man, I was like, oh man, thank God they stopped that. What else are you gonna do? You had to hit him there. I mean, that was it. I was like, woof.
Man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
just go in there and try to finish the game. You know, it's cool to have those fights where guys, you know, hit and get hit. You know, I want to show people that I got popped, but I also want to show them that, you know, I have the defense too, because, you know, there's a lot of guys that going out in the first round, so it would be maybe a little hard for me to think that people can see me as an actual boxer if all these rounds are finishing this quick. But like, again, that's why I'm trying to come after these quality opponent guys where I'm trying to show them like, nah, I can hang with the best and not only just hang with them, I can put them down. No, I work with some of the best world champions, and I'm not about to disclose what happens in closed doors, you know, but
I get you.
It goes down. It goes down.
I get you. What's the hottest punch you've ever taken in the ring?
You know what? It's hard because it was different body parts, so I don't know how to
Okay.
to elaborate on that. But I had my boy Savia crack me in the nose. That one hurt. I had Charles Foster. He done split me one time. He's a professional fighter to this day. I think he's like 23 and
he's
0.
ranked. He's ranked. He got
Top 10
himself
in the
he's
world.
got like an NABA belt, so he's ranked. He's like, Charles is a fight away from fighting for a world championship.
He caught me with an uppercut, split my wide right open, and I kept fighting like because I didn't know. He was like, "Yo, you're bleeding," and I was like, "Oh shit!" And then we had to stop, and then you know all that. But he got some pop. Joe Smith hit me with a body shot that I blocked, and I felt it on the opposite side of my body. It was like he got unreal strength. The boy hits like a mule. I feel those were probably my top hardest hits by guys. In a fight, though, like an actual fight, as an amateur fighter, I fought a guy. His name was Jonathan Escobar at the Olympic trials, and he hit opening first round. This was it. If I would have won this, I would have went to be able to qualify to go to the Olympics. And it was the first round. I walked in, and I don't know how, but he perfectly placed a jab, upper hook, straight right, and everything connected right there on my jaw, and it hurt. And I hopped on my bicycle. I was running away for the next 3 rounds.
He's a southpaw,
that's
right?
how bad it hurted. No, and let me tell you this. The boy stepped in, jab, upper, hook, right. It all landed there perfectly. The round ended. I go into my corner. I can't hold my mouth closed. It's open. And here comes my trainer. You idiot, what are you doing? Wake up, Michael. Oh, my dog. I hear my dog ronking, right? He's like, go in there and fight. I'm telling you, I just hopped on my bicycle. I ran. And believe it or not, there was a lot of people that still thought I won that fight because they thought I was only trying to outbox him, which I was because the boy put a nice punch on me. So, yeah, that was probably the hardest I've been hit.
I mean, everyone's got it, man. Everyone's got it. What was your amateur record?
Amateur record, I was 40 and like 8 or 40 and 10. I had a pretty good amateur experience, being that I was able to work with the best. I was able to fight. I think I fought 8 out of the top 10 guys that was ranked in the nation. I was working with Kendrick Ball, Jonathan Escobar, Elvis Figueroa, and those are guys that are all now professional boxers that are doing well, 20-0, 15-0, like they're up there. Like, so I know that, as an amateur fighter, I wasn't fighting scrubs. I was really tuning myself up right for this pro career.
Elvis actually beat Berlanga in the amateurs, right?
Twice.
I watched him box.
He said, hold on.
Twice. Talking about Edgar Berlanga wasn't exposed. He was exposed 3 years ago.
Elvis is a bad boy.
He fought Saturday night at Chuck Shern's event. He was what?
Yeah, he's a bad boy. He went to the trials.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So who are your mentors through your whole entire career? Who would you say? Who did you model your game after? Who coached you? What is it? Who really taught your entire game boxing?
I honestly wouldn't like to give just one person credit for that because I've worked with the best. I've worked with I'm like the boxing stepchild that none of these coaches wanted.
I get it.
I worked with everybody, and I'm telling you, but nobody wanted me. Nobody liked me. Okay, and I did it to myself. I really did it to myself, because I knew what I had in my heart, but I wasn't showing it through my actions. So I knew deep in my heart what I'm destined for, what type of, I know I'm chosen, I'm ready for greatness, but there was just, I wasn't following the rules. And I was working with the best coaches. I was working with John Scully, I'm working with Angel Gonzalez, Julio Acosta, Hector Rosario, Mike. I worked with Grano. I worked with Cuts, and I'm telling you, it's a good chunk of New England. And at that time, we had all the Whitleys constantly coming down to our gym, so they would always kind of show me some love. But I was just always constantly going from there to there, picking a little bit of their style, taking a little bit of their knowledge and their wisdom and applying it to me. But I'm right now, for me to say like one person, I don't think that'd be fair. I think, they say it takes a village to raise, I think it took a village of great trainers to put me together. And I can't just give the credit to one person.
Awesome. So where'd you grow up?
I grew up in Hartford, Connecticut, bouncing from Hartford to East Hartford, but I'm a CT boy.
Okay, we'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yo,
trust me, I got a lot of family in Mass. I love Mass. Hold on.
I get it. And we're cool. We'll take it. You won your first fight with the Riveras. That gets you in honorary Worcester.
Word. See, thank you. I get grandfather. I got in with the. It's not what you know, it's who you know.
Nowadays, man, that's the truth. That is the truth. So you grew up training in Connecticut. In Hartford.
The training's going well. It's kind of a easy routine for me. A lot of people stress training. I love training. I love what I do. That's what really separates me from a lot of guys. But I don't mind putting myself through that pain. I know that it's temporary, and I'd rather sacrifice now and make a legacy than to try and do it when I'm at a later year or to regret not doing it. At the end of the day, my hard work, it can't go unnoticed, and I get a lot of love and respect by anybody I come across because that's what I show them. I show them love. I show them character, good work ethic. I'm a caring person. I wish that, you know, I wish that I didn't have to hurt people so bad in the ring.
I mean,
but it's a part of the game. Like I think it's so weird when a lot of fighters like myself talk about, oh yeah, I love people, but you beat them up. Yeah. Oh yeah, I care about people, but you train to fuck them up. Like yeah, I just want to see people do that, but you're beating them up. It's cliche, and what's worse, what's even trickier about that is like when at night I'd be like, Lord God, please help me beat the shit out of this guy.
I get it. I absolutely get it, man.
Lord God, please. I'll do anything, please. But be with me.
Look at Mr. Nice Guy right here. This is Mr. Nice Guy. Let me see if you can see that.
That's Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what he does.
What?
That's what he likes to do.
I'm telling you, and it was that moment right there. I was like, Lord, help me. And that was actually came from him.
That was actually like, so I mean, obviously, I felt Richie would win and everything. Richie was about 6-0 for that fight.
5-0.
5-0 for that fight. That guy was 10-3. Had just fought like David Benavidez. Basically, so these are the most experienced guy, the most seasoned, the best.
He was 10-2. His only losses were to David Benavidez and to Tylon Burris.
Legit guys. And
Tylon was ranked top 10 at the time.
So this was a huge, you don't really find guys taking that, like, especially 5-0. Like dudes 20-0 still want to fight guys 2-10. You know, and he took that fight and he did that. And that right there, I think, like, there was a couple things, like, I mean, he stole Massachusetts' heart from day one, but I think there was two things that people really was. One, we had a show in October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. He fought on it, came out with the ribbon, he had pink on. And after the show, he gave a shout out to all the women, let them know that, you know, there's women out there fighting a harder battle than I'm doing in here, and like that definitely touched a ton of people over there. Huge woman fan base over here now. And then that fight that I just showed, where the knockout, where it was like after that, now anytime I'm doing a show, that's like one of the main questions I get is like, is Popeye? Is Popeye on it? Is Popeye coming back? It's Popeye and the silver hair guy. They call Wilfredo the silver hair guy.
The silver hair. Hey, he's gonna message me soon on that.
That's the silverback gorilla.
Yeah, that's what he'll say, man. That's funny shit, man. Yeah, it's funny. You got on the mic at the end of that last show, right? I remember that. You also too though. I seen you're a man of the community too. I seen you working with Hightower with Woody at some event.
Yeah, we went to we was up in Worcester. We was doing a backpack giveaway. It was so much fun.
Okay, that's what it was.
The community, giving them school supplies, and we was able to vibe out with them. It was a good time. I'll tell you. Then, hey, AJ, what up with Macho time? What up with that Macho dude?
Yo,
y'all gotta get him on this podcast.
Yeah, I got that video. Time. I'm looking for that video. Hold up.
Yo, he is so cool. I'm telling you. When I see him, I just get filled with good energy.
Now, who was that?
Oh, so there's a local guy. So there's an old fighter, a legend, Hector Camacho, legend, Puerto Rican fighter. But there's a guy in our city that like
embodies him.
He feels like he loves Hector Camacho so much that he feels like when Camacho died, like his spirit came into him, like he lives through. So like this dude, like believes in his heart and soul. He's Camacho, like he loves and look at so this is Richie with the peoples. With the people, showing the people's love. That's
it. I love it.
It's Macho time.
Dude. That is phenomenal, dude.
Richie starts shadowboxing and then gets him hyped up.
How do you not have that guy at the show?
What? Hold on. I'm gonna get it. Watch this.
You gotta have that dude at the show.
Oh, watch this.
Straight up. He's like, yeah, what up? Come on, let's go. That's in the middle of the hood. We was just out there having a ball. People out there with street bikes, McLarens, Lambos. People out there giving dump trucks of school supplies to kids, all different types of backpack. Yo, that was a very good event.
Yeah,
Watch,
man.
now he's about to get hyped up. He's about to go in. He's gonna hand Richie the belts back.
Uh-oh.
It's macho time. Let's get it. I hear the music coming. He about to go.
Hey, he even has the Camacho curl. that hairstyle and everything. Look up Hector Camacho after this. Like, you're gonna die laughing. Once you see this guy, you're gonna be like, oh man, look at him. Oh, there he goes.
Hey.
Oh shit. He's ready. Richie, how do you not have that guy walking down with you with the next fight? You have to.
I told him my next fight, I'm gonna need him there. I told him.
You have to. That guy's
Straight
got
up
heart right there.
For real. Boy got
He's
charisma. I like that.
Phenomenal.
Got a lot of
All
energy.
for it.
Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, shout to Woody, man. Woody's doing great things for the city. I mean, that was phenomenal. You put that on. Great that you guys are there helping out too, man.
Yeah, no,
I want to
awesome,
side
man.
note, I'd like to thank him for inviting us there.
I was gonna say shout out to Popeye too for even taking the initiative. Like, he lives a whole nother state away. That's not a down the street drive.
Right.
Took time out of his day on his weekend to come down and do that for kids in our city. You know, it's things like that that helps with, one, giving kids like someone to look up to, but two, it shows like he can be the people's champ. You know,
yeah.
He is the people's champ.
Yep, no doubt, man. I saw that meeting and I was like, I had Joey on the show before, but I couldn't get to you quick enough, man. I didn't really, you know, it was all new to me. And from the press conference on, I was like, I was trying to get to you, but I couldn't. I didn't know, you know, we had
due time. We here.
I just gained this contact. You know what I mean? We're getting there. I love it. I love every second of it, man. Are you having another press conference for this show coming up?
Yeah, always. We always do press conferences. We always press conference weigh-ins are always guaranteed. You know, got to get the fighters and the media there. Let them talk about the fight coming up, the show. It's just it's whole part of the whole boxing experience.
Love it. I was asking him too, man. Tell me a little bit about Tijuana. I went over your record today, and I was like, damn, this dude fought in Tijuana, man. I don't know what.
Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something about Tijuana.
Whatever you can on live, you know what I'm saying?
All on the PG-13.
His eyes opened up quick.
All right, let me tell you something. In short, I will tell you that Mexico alone is a whole nother world. If you've not gone to Mexico, you need to go there to experience that on your own. But I seen the good, the bad, and the ugly out there. To hit you with just a cool little story. The first time I was out there, oh, by the way, hotel rooms are like $8, maybe. But anyways, we're out there, and for years I've always had gold teeth. I just got my teeth done.
I saw that.
And when I was out there, the guy that I was with, he was like, hey, try not to smile as much. People will kill you for your teeth. I was like, but I could not have been me. I didn't take them out. I rocked on, whatever. But again, we get to the day of the fight. We're in the venue, and the man says to me, hey, win, lose, draw. This was the day before the fight. Win, lose, draw. Just walk out like nothing happened. You don't want the wrong person killing you after the fight. I was like, what?
Yeah, great.
Excuse me? Like, can you elaborate? It was like, hey, you don't know, like, if you knock a guy out and his family's there and you're celebrating, they want to kill you after. Shit happens. I was like, are you kidding me? This is what's happening? Yo. So I didn't really knew how to not be me. I was like, I had about just the day before the fight where I'm trying to process all this, because I was like, if anybody knows me and if anybody's going to be watching this fight, if I walk in and out that room, that they're going to see something really wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, here's what we're going to do. How much money do we got? Like, we got like $50. Why? I was like, let's go to the market. I ended up buying a Mexican authentic poncho, a Mexican like sombrero. I ended up buying like straight up Mexican gear, head to toe. They were like, what song do you want to come into? I was like, can you play your most loving traditional mariachi music? They were like, yeah, we got you. Boom. So when they called my name, this is like, I'm thinking like, I'm going to get maybe like a bottle thrown at me. They called my name and the crowd went roaring.
Awesome.
I'm telling you, and it didn't, and they weren't like that with no one else. There were guys just going in there, fighting, getting out, and it was like one of those backyard smoker fight type venues where it was like, well, this is really ghetto. Like, so you would think like the worst. But when they called my name and I walked in there, man, they really responded to me. And then I went in there and I fought with the type of charisma that I fight with, and you hear them like getting excited. And what I found even more, they were actually like, I heard laughter. Like when I made him slip and weave and he stumbled over, I heard laughter. I was like, oh, they like that. And I was trying to do things like bouncing off the ropes. And when I do that, all I hear is, I was like, okay, I got him. I'm moving. I feel like a freaking luchador in here. I'm dodging the ball. So I knock him out. And instead of just walking out the ring, I got up on the ropes. I put my hands up and the crowd went wild. Yo, I'm telling you, it was such a great experience. And I love every bit of that, because there was a bit of me that was like, man, I should just fight and get out. And I was like, nah, man, that's not me. I went full Mexico. I went full. It was such a good time. I will never forget that.
This dude, Richie, has broken someone's ankle in the ring with a punch.
How?
I just had to, no.
That's what I appreciate that.
There's a medical report on that. It's confirmed. He hit him so hard, his leg folded.
All his weight it must have came crashing down. You know when some guys kind of twist when they fall? He kind of came down on it the wrong way. And yeah, that was honestly, that ruined I had a planned celebration dance for that. And then when his leg broke, I was like, oh no, this is serious. Guys, get in here. I was like, ambulance, hold on, take my gloves off, man. This guy needs help.
See that?
I was like, he's walking out the stretcher. I'm like, are you okay, man? I'm so sorry, man. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, dude. I do that right. It's crazy, man. That right is intense.
Confirmed, broken.
Yeah.
I messaged him after the fight. I was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, I'm not lying. I messaged him. I gave him a direct message saying that I'm so sorry. I remember saying, I'm so sorry. I know we are in the business of hurting, but I don't ever want to see someone get like seriously injured. Right. And he responded. He was like, wow, that was so nice of you to respond and, or to reach out. And that was that. Because at the end of the day, yeah, it's cool. Who could say that they did something like that? But at the end of the day, I don't wish that type of injuries on anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it happened. I mean, it happened. So,
yeah.
It is what it is, man. But I mean, boxing's all respect. That's what I gather from it, and that's what you're doing, man. You got heart, respect. Why we're glad to have you here tonight, man. Appreciate it. So, I mean, we can wrap this up, guys. Probably, I'm gonna have you on again, man.
Yeah, anytime. I love talking boxing.
I love it. We're gonna do it. I mean, AJ's on every week now. He's on.
Bruh, there be times AJ hits me up to just tell me maybe just a little bit of information, and then we'll just go off talking boxing. Like, we'll be like, man, I gotta go.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
no,
man.
literally, like I'll intend. I swear, I'll intend to call him for a quick just statement, sentence,
Look
maybe
at
like
the
a
cut,
1 minute
30,
top.
45, an hour goes by. Like, damn.
30, 45 minutes, an hour, and I'm like, oh damn, and he does it to me. He call me sometimes, and I'm like, also before you know it, I'm like, oh shit, I'm at work, bro.
Phenomenal, man.
Yeah,
Phenomenal.
man. Anytime if we can do this again, I'm with it. I'm down.
We're doing it again, my man. We're doing it again.
Cool.
I love it. Thank you again for coming.
Hopefully we'll have news, whether it's not on our show, hopefully we'll have news by then on where
we should be fighting next. Soon, though.
Yeah, let's get it, man. Let's get it. We got everybody else wants to see it. That's our thing, man. Last year, I mean, last week.
We see Popeye on TV all of 2022.
No doubt. Hey. Absolutely, no doubt, man. But I love it, man.
2022.
I love it. So, hey guys, December 18th, Webster Town Hall. The Riveras are back. I believe that's when Bobby Harris fought his first fight. The Riveras are back, man. Great card coming. Hopefully we get Popeye on there. I'm gonna bet on that. We need to see it. So, AJ, thank you again, guys. I appreciate it, Popeye. You are the man. I love that.
I appreciate y'all having me.
You got a whole team of fans behind you now on my side, bro. Believe that. I
appreciate you.
So listen.
If you're not on the choo-choo train, get on now. Get on now.
Absolutely. You're gonna miss the bus, baby. So, all right, guys, another episode of BeanTown Boxing, Banter and Bullshit down. And we look forward to it next week again. We'll catch you guys later.
Everybody, if they want to follow me, check me out at Popeye.boxer. I'll be on TikTok at The Real Popeye, acting a straight fool. Check me out, man. Y'all got to link the kid, man. We out here strong to the finish because we ain't that spinach, baby. Choo choo.
That's what I'm talking about. And I'll post a link too to that. Everybody, thank you again. Have a great night, guys. Be safe.